Good evening. It is next to final Sunday in January. My name is Don. Thank you very much for stopping by. Um, it's 7:40 here in Los Angeles. 10:40 on the east, and I'm just going to ramble for a little bit. Thank you very much. If you're listening to us on Twitter/Periscope, uh, YouTube at Radio Don One, and Facebook. So this is going to be a very um, critical week for me. For those people who have never heard this and who don't know what's going on, basically about four, I think it was 4 or 5 weeks ago, I had a stroke. It wasn't just one little thing. It was a series of incidents that started on Friday night and ended early the next Sunday morning. That has put me in a place where I've never been before in the 65 years that I have been around. And what is really striking is that I kind of bounced back from all this. I've heard all sorts of scary stories of people who had a stroke. They can't talk, they can't walk, they cannot function. Really, the only problem I'm having is a slight numbness on the edge of my pinkies. That's it. Um, I'm still able to function. I'm still able to keep going, and I have started on an aspirin regimen and Lipitor and all that. But the doctor wanted to do some blood work, and I saw something on the medical report that they gave me on the way out the door of the hospital that kind of concerns me. And I'm not going to talk about that until I get the final uh, thing from the doctor, and I should get that on Tuesday afternoon. And it made me think about who I am and where I am going forward. There's a lot of things I love to do that I may not be able to do after Tuesday. And I talk to you because there sometimes there's no one else to talk to. We've had a really, really crazy month in January. We've gone through everything from an inauguration of a president to an insurrection. And we all survived. And maybe that's the thing I'm taking away from all this, that somehow I survived a stroke. Not too many people do. I've been going through some Larry King tapes the last several years. As you know, Larry King passed away. He's had so many health problems that it's really an amazing thing that he's still here, or he was still here up until a couple of days ago. And last year, he did have a stroke. He was going to the hospital. He was driving to the hospital, and that was the last thing he remembered. Um, they showed him. They showed Larry King pictures of him in the intensive care ward and all of that. He didn't remember 2 weeks of his life, and it was at a point where he thought, "My God, I'm going to be, tended to, and I won't be able to do the things I want to do at all that he actually contemplated suicide. And I guess his son kind of tearfully told him, don't do it. So he didn't. I have never really considered suicide. I mean, yeah, it's back in my mind for all the things that I have gone through, but I've always wanted to see how the story ends. And that's how I feel right now. I have been gearing up for Tuesday. I've been thinking, what can I eat? What can I not eat? How do I proceed? How do I become an active person with all the stuff going on with my joints and all that? And I keep thinking about something that was in the third episode of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. If you have not seen the show, you should. But if you have seen the show, you probably know the scene I'm talking about. Jacqueline, played by now I forget. See, that's the thing about those stories. You start forgetting. Anyway, the character Jacqueline was going through a tough time with her husband and Jane Krakowski. And Kimmy, played by Ellie Kemper, just sat down and told her in terms of how to cope with this. And she told Jacqueline, can you get through the next 10 minutes? And she said, sure. Good. Get through the next 10 minutes. That means you can get through the next 10 minutes. Then you start all over again with the next 10 minutes, and the next 10 minutes, and the next 10 minutes. Basically, you're living your life not 10 minutes, 10 seconds. You're living your life 10 seconds at a time. And with everything that has gone with me, that's how I have been living 10 seconds at a time. If I can get through this 10 seconds, I can get through the next 10 seconds. And that's what I've been doing. So I don't know what's going to happen after Tuesday. I know that I am not going to die. I don't plan on dying. I definitely plan on not doing myself in. I may be doing a lot of crying for 2 days. And I've said goodbye to a lot of stuff like fried chicken and all that. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing what I do here on social media, on all the platforms I'm on, and some of the platforms I'm not on tonight. I'm going to keep talking about the concept of freedom of speech and how that makes this country as great as it is. I'm going to continue to fight for all the things I fought for all of my life. And I'm going to do that probably all by myself. There's a lot of things that have happened in the last few days that I'm not even going to try to talk about right now. I will probably talk about them in the future, but not right now. But basically, that's it. Now, scrolling down on your screen are ways that you can help me. The PayPal address, you can drop a couple of cents into, or the Cash App. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook. And you can throw something into the paper. That'll help a little bit. I'm trying, I need to get a couple of things that are new. Uh, that can help. This can help with food because I'm running out of it. And your support, a thumbs up here or there, a kind word from you will really help a lot. And that's it for right now. We'll talk again soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you again. And we shall talk very, very soon. Take care.